Localized flooding has gripped many parts of the country. Floodwaters wreaked havoc in Centurion in Gauteng just yesterday, with cars being swept away and people having to be airlifted from buildings. Informal settlements are usually badly affected by these conditions, and this year it has been no different. Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma and Gauteng MEC Lebogang Maile will be in Mamelodi this to assess the damage. But ENC's Kailihle Khumalo is currently there following that story for us. Kai, I understand that the Minister and the MEC will be making their way there to assess, but is there more that we can hear from government, especially as to what will be done after they've assessed the damage?
Well, Dumela, so both leaders have confirmed that there has been a fatality recorded in light of the devastating floods here in Gauteng. So it's somewhere around in Centurion, in one of the shacks there. But there's quite a lot of verification that must be done in light of so many incidents related to these floods. But where we are, you can see this is Tshwane River. I mean, it's absolutely bursting at the seams. There's so much water here, and I mean, so many people living just along just by the river banks have been really severely affected by the floods that continue to really affect quite a number of people around different parts of the country in light of the torrential amounts of rain that we have experienced. And of course there has been a lot of predictions made in terms of how we can expect really the rain to come to an end. But joining us now is Charles Mabaso from Tshwane Emergency Services. Dumela. So, sir, if you may just give us more clarity, in light of this fatality that has been recorded, where exactly did it happen?
Thank you and good afternoon. This morning, when our firefighters were going out to conduct an assessment as well as the monitoring of low water breaches in the Centurion area, they came across a body of a male of about 30 to 35 years around South and West Street under the Gauteng Bridge. SAPS had to be called on scene and a paramedic to come and declare the body dead.
And I would imagine, sir, you're yet to get the actual details about the whereabouts of the deceased, the next of kin and things of that nature?
Yeah, definitely. The matter has been handed over to the South African Police Services, and they would then take it forward.
And just generally the prognosis, just the predictions ahead, what are we expecting, just generally looking here in Tshwane?
Okay. Currently, as the situation stands, the incidents that have been reported much as of this morning are more in the north, in the Hammanskraal area, where our rescue teams had to rescue about 4 people in one of the bridges around Hammanskraal. But around this area, Mamelodi and other affected areas, our disaster management teams as well as other city departments are on the ground conducting a full-on assessment in terms of the damages. We know by now that those that were displaced yesterday have been housed in a number of areas around Mamelodi, just to mention the Nelmafias Hall, the Stanza Bopape Hall, as well as in the Baptist Church around here. We have people that are housed there, and our officials are working to provide them with relief.
All right, Mr. Mabaso, thank you so much indeed for your time. So, Dumela, that's Mr. Mabaso from the Tshwane Emergency Services. But also earlier, we had an impromptu interview with the Minister from Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Minister Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. So one of the main issues that came out was the issue surrounding the informal settlements, that they continue to be the worst affected by the floods, as much as the country continues to caution people about the effects of climate change. In terms of the planning, at times the plans get undermined because obviously they're not catering for the shack dwellers, but also more importantly, we're still going to have more walkabouts. The minister is on the other side, and hopefully we're going to catch up with her.
All right then, that's Kailihle Khumalo in Tshwane.